What's the game plan this week? Look at that. Ta-da! Yes, Mayo is on the lift. Had to take Galaxy off. Went through 4 or 5 front pump seals. Can't find one fitted. So I ended up ordering a new old stock one. Same number as one that came out, which is discontinued. So fingers crossed when it gets here Friday. That's the correct one, so I can get that thing done. But the engine is most of the way together. As far as I can get it, put it that way, because I'm still waiting on my rails. They're being anodized right now, black, to match everything else. They'll be here this week, is what I was just told. So, yeah, we can still get in there. I'm gonna get it off the stand, put the flywheel, clutch, bell housing, that good junk on it. We'll get her plopped down in here, man. I mean, you might as well do something I can do. I mean, the Galaxy was just holding the lift up for right now. So, I'm gonna get something done. At least that'd be steps closer, right? I'm not gonna get it running this video. But, hopefully, we'll be plopped in there. All right, let's get started. We ain't gonna get nothing. Well, I remembered once I got the engine up stand, I need the pilot bearing. I remembered it earlier today when I was at the parts store and did not get it. And then it clicked once I got up stand, I seen it was there. So I'm running over right now and grab one. Ever since I'm doing that, I'll take the wife's Mustang because I gotta do a pull on this thing anyway to get a log on it for the tuner. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? And one thing I do need to do is jack this thing up and take a couple clicks out of the mirror shocks so it pushes around like a bread wagon right now. Alright, once I get this, we'll be back. Alright, pilot bearing is in. I did check it, make sure it fit. So, put a flywheel up on it, clutch and the bell and all that, and then we can plop her down in there. I know my chain's about 6 miles long. I can't find my other one, my regular motor chain. So I'm kind of stuck with this one for right now. And then the bolt holes only go through these links down here. If it was my chain, I'd probably cut it off and then you can put it through a link, but not my chain. All right, let's get this flywheel up on it real quick and everything else so we can keep her moving. All right. Well, it's nice that it's warm out. I nice to wear a t-shirt. I mean, the wind's blowing a little bit, so it's blowing leaves back in there. I keep sweeping them out and they blow right back in, but I will take that over wintertime any day. Any day, any day. Now my pupils will work for me. All right, got the clutch and everything on it. Now it's time to stick the bell up on it. You may wonder why I didn't clean the bell housing up. Probably should have, but the other side of me was like, why? Because it's probably not going to be in here very long. Before this one disintegrates. That would be my guess. This old trans here is probably going to go kaputty. But it will make it move for now. So that is the big plus of it. Missing 1 bolt. 1 bolt. Pretty sure it's ready to go in. Pretty sure. Don't hold me to it. But I think it is. Gotta get my header to that side real quick. Back when I was younger, like the door slap in on a 55 Chevrolet, my dad's, and I can tell you right now, he was not a happy camper. And he caved the fender in on my Camaro. And when it hit the fender of the Camaro, it shot off like a damn bullet into the side of his 55. Try to explain that one to you, Pat. He just crushed his 55 Chevrolet. It was fun. So, you know, I probably let that pulley off, give me a touch bit more room. Don't know. Might have to do that. See how much room I got back here. And stop it right there. See how much room we got in the back here. We have. He said, let there be room. Now there's room. Ease her down and have to fish that water by myself back here. I'll That'll be fun. That wants to be real fun. Right there. Now I should be able to fish around it somehow. Ooh, get on. Octopus back there. Clutch there. Alright, there's that. Is that everything on there? I think so. That's about everything, right? Come on. Get up through there, baby. Come on, boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. I need you. I need you get in there. And get all tangled. Make it tangled. I think that's. I got a lot of separation there. Got a little more, we'll go above it some more. And wham! Right there. Work on it. There you go. Alright. Everything's still above it. So, sure looks like it. Yep. Yep, everything is above it. Goody goody, good ball drops. Alright. I think that should come forward here a bit now. Get it up off the firewall some, so I can ease it down there. There we go. Quit spinning. Stop it. Put it back there still. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful now. All the harness is cleared now. Cool. Sweet. Actually, probably come on. Well, actually, I can't open it. We'll hit the K member right there, so I'm going to go back to this, back into her a little bit more now. It's going to clear some more. All right. Stand your ass around. Come down here a bit more. And I'll go back in a little bit. Right there. Right there. I'll get you somewhat in there. There you go, you're really lined up now. Yep. Cool. Cute. That's coming over this motor mount. Right here. Get your ass drop in there. This side of the thing, I might fish the header in. Probably before I get rest weight down in there. I don't even need that. There we go. Get some more clearance here. There we go. Golden. Yep. And get that cable in. After the header. Short weight. Right? Is this in the way? No, it's not right. Shoot. Thought it was there for a second. But it's not. Okay, cool. What if I fish that header in real quick? Let's see. I can't remember now. I know you can fit. You can do it. Told you. Told you you can do it. Get up off there. Right. Stop it. We get 2 little bolts. Time to see if I'm Hercules. Just do these all the time on the back. On jack stands. But that was many moons ago. Getting old. And decrepit now. So, yeah. Let's see. Gotta love it. Ugh, gotta love getting old. Run this fucking exhaust. Get your ass in there. Get my hand, there we go. Indeed. Oh, I think I just pulled the touch fork off. I did. Wow. All right, let me fix that real quick. Get down there. Yep, she jumped off the ball. Get your little punk ass back on her. Might get lights I can see. I think you go to your pupils start. All right, so I had Tony help me with getting trans up in her. As you can tell, she's whooping me. But it is up in there now. I just gotta tighten up the bolts. We'll push her up, put a cross member in it, and I'm not gonna put drive shaft in yet. And the reason why is because I gotta take all these fuel lines out and everything else. So it'll make it easier not have drive shaft in it. So I can get all that out and then drop tank, put pump in and all that too. So we are slowly making progress here. The fuel rails might be here today, maybe later today. Possible. All right, well, let's keep plugging away here. Try to get this thing done. She is up in there finally. Well, I was going to put the exhaust back up. And then I actually kind of thought ahead for 2.8 seconds and figured, you know what? I got to run my battery power wire up frame rail here, and I'm going to redo the fuel lines anyway and put a new pump in it. So why not drop the tank out now, get all the original fuel lines off, get my battery wires ran up to where they belong, get my fuel lines ran up, put in the new pump. I just got an air motive 340 dropping in it. I think I'm gonna do a 6-feed, 8 return on it. That'd be good enough for what power this thing's gonna be making for a while. It'd be alright. So yeah, kind of thought ahead a half second. This way it just makes it easier. I don't have to fight around the exhaust, putting all the lines and everything else in it. So that's a good one. Finally thought ahead on something. Doesn't happen often. Don't get used to it. All right, so I'm gonna knock this pump out, put that one in. This is a drop-in deal. That's a good thing about that. Take that one out, plop that one in, put the socket and everything on here. And then it's got two ORB fitting to screw in here. A feed and return. And I got a filter I'm gonna put where the stock filter is in the thing now. So that'd be easy enough to do. It's just right here, so that's exactly where I'm gonna put the next one. This way it's serviceable, I can get to it and everything else. Yep. That'd be it, man. That's be it. We kind of ran out of parts for the engine there for a minute, and I did go pick up 80% of what I need. I'm still waiting on a upper intake spacer and my fuel rails. Waiting on my fuel rails. That's 2 things still waiting on. So I figure I might as well get this done. Then we'll move back up front. We can bolt the headers up now since I got all that starter hooked up and everything else and swapped over on it. And if I get the headers on it, I'll drop plugs in it. We can go ahead and stick a supercharger on the front of it. I have to measure for a new cert belt. That ain't a big deal. And pretty much, once all that's done, we'll be at a standstill until my fuel rails and the upper intake spacer comes in. But it'll be so close that, I mean, an hour worth of work or something like that, we can get it up and running. That'll be in the next video, obviously, because they are not here yet. I don't know when they're coming. I'm assuming the rail, or not the rails, but the spacer will probably be here later this week, but I still can't put that on until I get my rails. It's one of the things, you know. I have a part here, but I need a part here in order to put that part on over here when it feels. You guys get it. We've all been there. All right, let's swap this pump over real quick. All right, we got the ring knocked off. That was easy enough because all this junk is actually fairly new. Not everything on this car is new. Previous owner definitely took care of it, that's for damn sure. He definitely was all about fixing it up. I was intelligent, I probably would have just left it stock. The way it was. Because the car was beautiful. I mean, it was, needed paint. That's all I needed. That is all I needed. What am I doing wrong here? Other than that, that's pretty much it. Every piece on the car is new, like I said before. Weather stripping, you name it. Any piece of weather stripping is not in it. Is around the window channels, but I have them in the boxes. That's how I put them in yet. But everything is there. Why does this bite me? What? The deuce. There you go. Now slide. Slide. Not slide and jerk fuel all over me. Slide as in slide out. She's a slinger. Really? Alright. Once knows you're gonna get it out. Had to throw a detergent there. Sling fuels at me. What does it know? If it irritates me, I'll throw a match on her. End it. Throw it in from outside, that's throwing it myself. Dude, I don't know why this thing is beating me death over here in this process of getting this cinder up. Wow, I think. I don't ever remember it being a pain in the butt to get out. Snap the ring off and get them out, but this one, it's like the top of the fuel pump is a little big. It's a quarter pump according to the top of it. For some reason or another, it is like the perfect size to get out of two metal rings, and then you gotta slide out the other ring, it looks like. Over now. Over now. Over now. You gonna slide above it? Well, you're really in there, ain't you? Look at that. Let me get a doodobber. So much fuel can sling out all over the place. Stand there. Ha ha, caught you. Thought you was gonna win. Okay. Don't worry, you'll swing out there. I'll get over to you. Just gonna get it to kind of go up around this metal ring on one side. We'll make her slide over it and come out that way. What do you think? Deuce. What the deuce? Let me get my little flashlight here real quick. I want to see what's major malfunction is here with that one. And it is, oh, one more box. You can do it, little feller. It has faith in you. It looks like Brave need to be in there too. And we got about, almost half tank gas in this puppy, and smells like 93. I'm gonna pretend it's 93. Okay. I don't really see nothing that's magnificent down there, so. I think it's just a tight fit right here around these two rings, causing my issues. Because I got it above out now. I can get it to slide over. There you go. Yep. Nope. I want to go over top of it and slide back down. What the deuce? I'm telling you. Everyone's thinking pump over routines. I've never had this issue getting them out of this holder here. Don't make sense. Like literally like the pump is the same size as the damn metal ring going in. Like it gives you a tiny bit of movement, but not much. Maybe it just goes aftermarket pump. The whole housing, I mean, because I've never done aftermarket housing. I just did the pumps in them. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Or I'm in my old age. I'm getting slower. I'm not mentally capable. Could definitely be that. 100% could be that. Okay. Probably one more doodobber. Put it back there. We'll work her. Make something happen. Make some magic here. or breakage, and I gotta get a fuel tank. You might like, because I've only seen a couple on the way here. I should probably start hoarding my junk like a lot of people do. But I don't. I don't. Come on, you can do it. Well, you're picking up right there real easy. Why ain't you? Okay, you move him a little bit. There you go. There you go. I'll say, spin out that ring. Finally. Finally. Come on, you can get burner. Come on. Find the right angle of the dangle here. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see if the sock falls off. Put that under the sock so it don't fall off. Ha ha. Ha ha. I won. You didn't win. Sock ain't done putting yet though. I'll tell you that. There you go. Fold you a ham. Gotcha. It's not too awful dirty because look, it didn't really pick up much in a sock. I don't know how long the pump's been there. I mean, it's hard to tell by this area, but the top is, you can tell it's fairly new and it says Carter on it. I don't know how old it is, but I don't know. All right. Fun. All right, let me prep this other one. Now we'll get back. All right. We be back. So, good thing is it comes with everything new. O-ring, locking ring, whole 9 yards here. That's good. I already cleaned that off. I'm gonna wipe it one more time, just make sure. You know, let all stuff just fall in the fuel. Actually, it should not, because it's clean. I blew it all off before I took the pump out. I do have a tendency to do that just to make sure. But moving it around there against this upper piece there, just want to make sure she don't get nothing in there. Makes me feel better. Oh, still blowing top tank. All right. All right. Now let's see how hard this is going to be to drop in there. Probably will be fun, shouldn't it? Everybody's easier than the other one. It's got a smaller sock anyway. I missed the whole trash can completely. Phew, it's rough getting a little bit nervous. Picked up the old doodah rotor, but I did. Get off with the cap. Got a little locking tab there on it. You dum-dum. Take the cap out of the other thing, you don't take the cap over that. Push up into a locking tab. Pushed up into a locking tab. There we go. Beautiful. Just want to make sure it gets up in there tight. Yep. She no fall off. Okay. Fun. Not very flexible, I'll tell you that much. And then they got that hard plastic piece there above it. I guess that's just for extra annoyance on that. There you go. Yeah, you're in. Put big enough clamps on, don't they? Okay. Return in there. All right, so before we plop the tank up in there, gotta do the old 30 amp here for that new pump. So all I did was ran it right out the same grommet that the original pump harness and the level sensor comes through. Easiest way to do it. Now just mount it in the spare tire hole right here out of the way. And then this one is gonna be your main power that goes to the resistor and then over to the positive. Then this is gonna be your key hot to fire up at, which you're just gonna run that off your blue wire that's going to the relay under the seat to the original anyway. So I gotta unhook that and run that back here to this, which I don't have to do it right now. All right, so there's that. Getting closer to plopping up the tank here. The next thing I want to do first is I want to get the battery tray up in here. I'm gonna put some nut certs in the floor. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we can put the tank up in it. All right, got all my lines ran for the battery, finally. Got my 2 fuel pump bars hanging down, as you can see from up top originally. And then I went ahead and started my lines here. So this way, the 8 right here, I can just put it all the way up front and I'm gonna coil it up until I get the fuel rails. So I don't know what to do with it up there. And then this one though, I'm gonna put the filter in it. I think I'm gonna stick the filter right here. I got this nut cert right there. And that's like where the original fuel filter used to go here anyhow. So I'm gonna take and stick mine right there, come into this side of it, and then go back out that side. So we can run it right on down through frame rail. And now I'm gonna do the old flip flop right through that hole and move out that way, and I'm gonna run down the connector that way. So it's just a little filter, not spectacular. It looks like it should have been like an ORB fitting, but I looked it up and it got Speed Shop, both looked it up. And it says just pipe thread. So what's she getting in her? All right, let me get this thing bound up. Well, we're getting there. Tank's up in it. There's the filter. I was gonna put it up in there. It turned out all fancy like. I was getting ready to run my lines here. Now I gotta think about it. I might wanna put the exhaust up just to make sure I'm gonna have clearance around this area right over in here. You can see it. Around that area. I've already got some junk headed through there. And I wanna make sure the tailpipe isn't gonna smack into it. So, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and throw the exhaust up on this puppy and see what happens here, because like I said, I'm just a little worried about this area right in here. And that tailpipe coming in contact with it there. If I have to, I might have to whip it out and follow the outside of it, rail down, and then come right through this hole here. I'm gonna flip it to that side. All right, let's get her up in there real quick. All right, got fuel lines all the way up to the front, but they're only strapped up about 50% of the way. I need to get some different straps for that thing. Just because where it's on there, I want it to be a little bit closer on the side of the subframe connectors, if I can get what I was saying out. Yeah, just so it's not hanging down or anything. What's in there now looks pretty good. So right now I'm putting the battery tray up in it. I already got my nut certs all put in. So all I gotta do now is just stick her in there and we'll bolt her down. And that'd be mighty fine. And I'll cut the carpet out around it. So I'm gonna bolt that puppy down real quick. I think I am done as far as this junk goes for right now. And we can head up to the engine compartment finally. Finally, because I'm tired of doing fuel line and wiring and everything else. I'm sick and tired of it. It's boring. Time consuming. All right, let's get this done. Good job, puppy dog. Yep, all I use is just M8s. What are you doing? To hold this thing in there. anything to hold the old battery in. A little bit wibbly wobbly, but I'm hoping it's just the plate is a little bit distorted. I'm hoping. Guess when we tighten it down, I can put the top cover on it and see if it's kind of tweaked up. If it is, I have to space it out a little bit just to try to take some of that junk up out of it, I guess. This ought to be fine though. Get back on there, socket. I think it did kind of tweak her down a little bit just now. I guess we'll be seeing. I feel like I might have a little buckle in the middle. Battery will hold that down, right? Let's see here. Let's see how bad it is. Actually, it's not. It's good. Cool. Goody, 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 goody. McGooders. All right, so there's that. We don't have much. All right. So we can run our cables through there. Plop our battery in there. Run my vent line down. I actually did drill a hole for that too. Like you did before. And get her to go down through there. Come on! And how about now? How about now? I know you can do it. Haha, you do it. I know you can. I have faith in you. There we go. Cool. It's a little bit wobbly there, but it gets clean up here anyway. She'd be alright, man. She'd be alright. Now I can't remember if the negative's in the front or positive. She'd be alright. It would be negatory in the front. Boom. Alright. Closer, closers. We are making headway now. Finally. Ugh, like you see it. Finally. Alright. I have a, you know what I forgot to do? Like the moron I am, and that's the whole reason why I do that. Is I wanted to, flip the carpet over, cut around it, so I ain't gotta deal with the whole box. Yeah. You big dummy. Got up in there. Not real bad. But it did get in there. Alright. Let's see, I'm just leave that little corner. There's a whip-de-doo there. That cut was beautiful. This is actually nice. And this side over here is actually not terrible. Just a little bit of insulation here. Give her a little tucky. A little tuck. There we go, look at that. So pretty much all these three sides here, pretty good. I'm gonna decorate this side here in a second. Off camera. All right, let me decorate that up. Then we'll move up into the engine compartment. Well, remember how I said we're gonna go ahead and move up the engine compartment here when we finally start getting this done? I lied. Yep. We need a couple more parts. So, at the end of this video, you can get up off there. Right here where it's at now. Well, what we've done so far, it's already pretty drawn out anyway. And then next video will be putting on the parts that we're missing to get it together and getting it running. So next video, we will hear fire it up. Like I said, I knew it wouldn't happen in this one. But the very next one would. I really thought it'd be further ahead in this video. But kind of seems like I'm dragging ass a little bit for some reason. No biggie. No hurry, right? Get her done when we get her done. Well, till next video. Peace out, G's. Look for the next one, because she's gonna be pimping.